This is not a drill.
Shall we begin?
Let's begin now.
This is not a drill.
Hello everybody and welcome. I'm Eustace Pharmer and I hope you're all doing well today. So as you see, I've already started. I'm hard at work here cultivating in my oilseed radish. After my little experiment video that I did on the radish, I went ahead and planted the whole field because I wanted to get a nice thumbnail, and I figured I would use it anyway on this field, so why not, right? And I keep doing that. It's just one of those things. So yeah, so today's video might be a little bit on the shorter side as far as my videos go. I figured we would cultivate this in and then sow it with some soy because I would like to see how it is doing the animals gathering up all the ingredients for the necessary feed instead of buying it at the store, because that will certainly keep you busy. It kind of in a way forces you also to farm your fields because you need to pull a lot of the ingredients out of your fields, pretty much all of it. So yeah, I'm very interested in doing that, and I did look through the instructions and stuff like that, and I just really wanted to get a good idea of what I was up for. So I guess the pigs are going to take a 50% base food, which is corn, and then 25% of a grain, either wheat or barley, and then 20% of a protein crop like canola, sunflowers, or soybeans, and then a root crop, potato or sugar beet, and 5% of that. So there's a lot that goes into pig feed, and that's really cool to see that, rather than having to feed the pigs the same thing you fed the cattle in Farming 15. So yeah, and then with the dairy cows, it looks like 20% grass, 50% base food, which is silage or hay, and then a 30% power food. Now, for anybody that doesn't know what power food is, that's total mixed ration, TMR, also known as. So that's what they're referring to there. And another thing I'm looking into is this this weeder that we have in the game. I read through the instructions, and it's to be used in the first stage of crop growth. That's your window of opportunity to use it. So I was talking in the comments section to a very helpful subscriber named Bunny Slayer, and I was also talking to Jerry Grizzly Bear Sims, and I was under the impression that the weeder was used in addition to cultivating in your radish, but it seems like it could be replaced by. So it seems like you can either do this, or you can wait to the first stage of your field and do the weeding, and it kind of counts as a yield boosting fertilization step, if that makes sense. And I did notice on the weeder that I got, it does look like it has some kind of tank that would hold like a fertilizer. So maybe it's weeding, pulling out the weeds, and fertilizing at the same time. But like I said, I haven't used it yet, so I really don't know. And I could go watching, see if I can find somebody else on YouTube using it. But I'd rather, try to figure it out on my own. Unless one of my buddies, Chris or, TBF Gaming or Mr. Species7, if they were using it, I'd certainly watch and take tips from that. And from all of you as well. So that being said, while I'm on the subject, for anybody that doesn't know, myself, TBF Gaming, and Mr. Species7, we have formed a little bit of a trio. They're two great guys, and they each have their own unique gaming style, as I do. So if you're watching, any one of the three of our videos, even sometimes we may be even doing the same job, but you're going to see a different way of doing things. You're going to see different equipment. You're going to see different game playing styles and strategies and stuff like that. So I think that's what helps to make this perfect little trio network of ours, because we get along well, but yet we do things differently, and that's a good thing. So we went ahead and we rolled out a forum. So please do come on over and register. It's 3dudesgn, G as in George, N as in Nancy.com, 3dudesgn.com. And I do have a little reward system going there. I've designed some little icons. So we gave some out to our day one members, and we're now doing for our first week members. And then I'm going to do our first month members. I was going to do second week and third week, but it's very labor intensive because I customize each icon for everybody and put their name on it and everything like that. And I love to do it for everyone, but it's very time consuming and labor intensive. So I will do one more reward after this one, and that's going to be first month. Because I really want to show, well, we really want to show our appreciation for you folks taking the time to come and register and participate. It's really something, and we've had a great turnout. I can't believe it. And, you know, not only that, but we've got some great quality people. I have to say, I've had so much fun interacting with all my new members, all our new members. It's just been great. Really, really nice people. And I think for the most part, I think a game like Farm Simulator, I think that's the kind of community it breeds, it attracts, you know. And that's really, really something unique and special. There we go. So I think I missed a little corner down the end, and I'm going to get it, because if I don't, it's going to bug me. I'll ride over here. There it is. So we'll just get that. All right. Awesome. Fold her up. Go get our big cedar. So yeah, getting back to what I said before, it's been fantastic. I never thought when I first started doing YouTube back in January that it would get like this, come this far. You guys have just been awesome. I can't even explain. All right, so I'm going to drop this off here because I'm going to put the hose on it later. There we go. And I think today, so if I'm going to do, let's say, soy, I think I can use that, I want to call it a condor. I hope I didn't get the name wrong. I think that does general crops and soy as well. I can look in the store, but I'll figure it out once I get the once I get it on here. There we go. Now let's get our menus back up here. And let's hit button 10. There it is. Awesome. Now I think I might have some seed left in here. I might, yep. Go ahead and use that up, because those placeable refills up there, they're expensive. And I'm not crying because you see I added money. But I'm just saying, huh. Are you not going to take it? And why? Maybe that, do I have to go? I did this before and it worked like a charm. Maybe, you know why? It has to probably have the tank. Have to back it up to where the orange is. There it goes, yeah. User error, as always. Okay. Hit the letter R. Well, at least we got the fertilizer. Okay. Did I use it all? Maybe the other is solid fertilizer, maybe. Yeah, I think those crates are going to have to come out further. They're pushed back a little bit too far. There we go. Let's see what that does. I'm sorry, folks. This isn't the most graceful looking. Alright, well, I'm not going to fool around with that right now. I'm going to go finish topping it off. Well, actually, probably have enough, but I'll top it all off. There we go. There we go. Come on now. I know my seat's not full. There it goes. A little touchy. Now, just so you know, too, the door will open automatically when you're in front of the appropriate receptacle. But you can also, close it with letter N on your keyboard. Excelente. Okay. I'm excited to use this. Let me just... Yep, Condor, all right. 15001 by Amazon. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and unfold her. This will probably do it in like 4 passes. Let me see. Or is that as wide as it goes? Yeah, okay. So maybe not. But that's pretty big. That's a good working with. There we go. Lower it down. Turn her on. Yeah, and I know it seemed like what I did with the fertilizer is stupid, and it kind of was, because I just got done cultivating in the oilseed radish. But this is going to be my designated seeder anyway with fertilizer. My other one I'm going to keep without it. Yeah, I kind of got ahead of myself a little bit. I should have filled it up afterwards. So, yep, a little bit of a bonehead move there, but it's kind of to be expected with Eustace. All right, let's get all this bric-a-brac off the screen, shall we? There we go. All right, I took a pause there just to take a couple screenshots for the thumbnail, because I usually forget, and then I have to wind up coming back in game later when I'm editing and take a screenshot. I was like, oh, I never did my thumbnail. And I'm way overlapping here. I'm not taking advantage of this great working with. There we go. Ooh, just made it. Almost got a good test of that crop destruction. There we go. Let's see if we could pivot it almost right in place. With minimal adjustment. There we go. This machine actually handles very nicely. I like this a lot. I did have the mod version of this in FS15, and I enjoyed that too, but this one actually works better and even handles better. Sorry if I'm making you guys dizzy. So one thing I did notice with this new ground response module that's in the game, especially when you're on pavement, vehicles seem to like bounce ridiculously. You know, they're almost like hoopties, man, you know, with hydraulic shocks. So I think there needs to be a little fine-tuning going on with that. I have to say, overall, they really did a nice job with this game. You know, there are some really weird, quirky bugs, but like I've said before, I think in some ways that's to be expected. You know, you just never know when you launch something, you know, what exactly is going to happen. So as long as they address the issues. You know, I will say, though, I did have my game crash once on one of the Giants multiplayer servers. I just, you know, went on to test it and everything, and I did some farming and all that, and I went to save the game, and it froze. And I had to try to open up my task manager, and that wouldn't work. It's like it locked up my entire computer. My screen went black, and I was like, okay. So I had to do a hard shutdown. Of course, when I got back on, the game save was gone. So, but luckily, Steam had backed it up. So I had a backup copy of the game before I started playing. So it would have only set me back one day of work, but Steam actually did a backup copy, and it was like a minute before it crashed. So I was just like, hallelujah. Okay, let's get straightened out here. And now we'll go back and do this one in cab. Get over a little bit. Looking better. Come on, more and more. Let's see. Yeah, that's about right. It looks further over from in cab. I don't know why. Maybe it's a perspective thing. There it goes. Or maybe it's just me. It's probably just me. This is another reason why I got rid of that pole barn that was here, because I can actually pull up further now when I'm doing this field. Okay, looks like one more pass on this one. Now hopefully I don't smash into my shed with the seed machine. Oh no, got plenty of room. Yeah, it's our last pass, so let's go ahead and put it on the old cruise control. I hope I'm not making you guys sick. Keep turning my head with the mouse. Those are some tiny mirrors for such a big tractor. It's like looking through a little magnifying glass, a little spyglass. Okay, so I know there's a little corner missing there, so let's lift her up. Let's see how far back that goes. Not too bad, okay. Let's take care of business. There we go. Awesome. It was a pleasure to use that. All right. Yeah, this one doesn't seem to bounce like some of the smaller tractors do. So I know in real life, you know, when I see the guys driving the tractors, they bounce around pretty good, but the entire vehicle itself in the game is like bouncing off of the ground like a Super Bowl. And our seeder looks pretty clean. It should have a little dirt on it, show that it's been used, so I'm going to go ahead and put it away just the way it is. Try to conserve some water, especially if we're a Western Pacific farm community here. Goldcrest Valley. You know, there's California. I'm not sure how much of a shortage of water there is in Colorado, but I know, you know, California, they really have to watch. Even more so now than when I was there. The last winter, the snowpack, you know, there was very little. So they really have a problem. You know, of course, they use, you know, a trillion gallons of water a day. So, you know, takes a lot to keep grass green in a desert. Okay. So I might as well park this with this because I'll have to wash it up and put it away. Oops. Just scraped my tire. That's going to cost me. And I think maybe I'll put the cultivator away as is too. Why not? It's not dirty enough. And we just got done talking about conserving water. I won't run across the grass. I just got done replanting it because I had some sheds over here. So that's one cool thing that's kind of good but not good. When you put a placeable down now, it will delete the grass underneath it, so it doesn't, you know, come poking through the floor. But at the same time, when you remove it, you have to go and, you know, get your plow and put on create new field and, you know, do the whole thing we did in 15 and replant your grass. But I guess you do that in real life because, you know, you put something down on top of grass for a while and it's going to die. I'm not happy with that. Got to pull forward a little bit. Get it straight on. I'm blocking in the little cultivator because I'll tell you the truth, I'm probably never going to use it again. But I keep it around just in case because I'd hate to sell it and then have to go buy it again. There we go. That's better. Okay. Let's go put this old chunky monkey back. I'll turn my head this way. I'll try not to do the exorcist maneuver and, you know, really spin my head in 360 degrees. Okay. Leave myself enough room to get out. And I kind of didn't. But that's all right. Let's see. Oh, about as good as it gets. Yeah, so in the next episode, we'll go ahead and we'll use this big bad boy here and we'll get the field sprayed through the 3 stages and we'll grow it and harvest it. So I hope you'll join me and I hope you liked this episode. Like I said, I know it's a little short, but I wanted to get something up there and I didn't want it to be too long-winded. So I thank you very much for joining me. And as I said before, please do check out my buddies, Mr. Chris Bond, TBF Gaming, and Mr. Species7. I'll leave links down in the description. And until we meet again, please take good care of yourself, okay? And bye-bye for now.